America Live. I'm long snapping coach Nolan Owen out of my training facility called the Dog Den here in Gilberts, Illinois. All right, so we are now at the 14-pound med ball broad jump chest pass. All right, so just to remind you how it works is that you're going to get 2 attempts per athlete. They're going to alternate each one. All right, with that, they will go ahead and get a total amount of distance of how far they jumped and also how far the medicine ball traveled. All right, so that's the unique part about this event is that we're going to actually total up the entire distance between the two. All right, and again, we're going to take the highest amount of distance, and that's when they get their points. Whichever one had the most distance, that's their points. All right, so here we go. Gents, are we ready? All right, here we go. First up is Bobby Coos, class of 28 out of Illinois, and that's at Bob, B-O-B-K-U-S 5'1". Bobby Coos. Five feet 11 inches for the for the jump, and it's 31 feet 7 inches for the pass. All right, next up we have Derek Vickers, class of 28 out of Michigan, and that's at Derek with the K, V-I-C-K-E-R-S-L-S. Okay, didn't land that one. Did you catch it? Okay, go again. Go, Vickers. Good, much better, much better, much better. Okay, 5 feet 10 inches for the jump, and that's 26 feet 4 inches for the pass. Okay, next up we have Luke Waitas, right? Yes. All right. All right, class of 28 out of Michigan, and that's at Luke _ WOJTAS 22. 5'10", 235. Okay, 5 feet 7 inches for the jump, 29 feet 2 inches for the pass. Next up, we have my name, Nolan Greiner. I refuse to say that throughout the entirety. It will just only be Greiner. All right, class of 29 out of Illinois, and that's at Nolan, N-O-L-A-N, Greiner, G-R-E-I-N-E-R, 34381. Coaches, I will have him change that. All right, 5'11", 158. Okay, 6 feet 1 inch, all right, for the jump, and we have 29 feet 2 inches for the pass. Okay, next up we have Owen Hewitt, right? All right, class of 29 out of Michigan, and that's at O-H-E-W-I 25, 5'7", 155. 6 feet for the jump on the dot, and the toss was 26 feet 7 inches. 26 feet 7 inches. Okay, next up is Carson Knight, also class of 29 out of Indiana, and that's at C as in Charlie and November. Knight as in Knight in Shining Armor, 5'4", 6'1", 210. Okay, 6 feet 3 inches for the jump. The pass was 25 feet on the dot. Let's get that up. Okay, next up we have Dylan Kaplan, class of 28 out of Illinois. At Dylan _ Kaplan, C-A-P-L-A-N, 6'4", 5'10", 190. Okay, 5 feet 4 inches, and we have 23 feet on the dot for the chest pass. All right, that was the first round. Okay, the second and final round. The second and final round. All right, so we have Bobby Coos, K-U-S, class of 28 out of Illinois, and that's Bob Coos, 5'1", 6'2", 220. Highly recruited even as a linebacker. Good toss. Okay, 5 feet 11 inches on the broad jump, and we have 32 feet 2 inches on the pass. Yeah, 32-2. Okay, Derek Vickers, Vickers, class of 28 out of Michigan, at Derek Vickers, LS, 5'9", 215. Okay, we have 5'8", and the distance for the ball was 25-3. 25-3. Next up is Luke Waitas, class of 28 out of Michigan, at Luke _ WOJTAS 22, 5'10", 235. Good toss. Okay, 5 feet 5 inches for the jump. The ball travel is 27 feet 9 inches. 27 feet 9 inches. Next up is Nolan Greiner, class of 29 out of Illinois, at Nolan Greiner, 3'4", 5'11", 158. 6 feet on the dot. Okay, and the distance of ball travel is 28 feet 2 inches. Next up, Owen Hewitt, class of 29 out of Michigan, at OHEWI 25. Oh Huey, 5'7", 155. All right, he's got a good broad jump. 6 feet 2 inches for the distance of the broad jump, but 25 feet 2 inches for the toss. Next up is Carson Knight, class of 29 out of Indiana, and that's C as in Charlie, N November, Knight, 5'4", 6'1", 210. Okay, 5 feet 11 inches. Okay, 27 feet 8 inches for ball travel. Next up, Dylan Kaplan, class of 28 out of Illinois, at Dylan _ Kaplan, 6'4", 5'10", 190. Five feet 7 inches for the jump, 23 feet 10 inches for the med ball pass. All right, coaches, that's it for the med ball broad jump pass. All right, we'll be back to you here in just a little bit after we get the guys starting to warm up. All right, we're going to go right into charting. The first one up is Bobby Coos, class 28 of Illinois. I see you a bit.